All right. Any idea how, in the short term, alcohol affects the stomach?
I know it can cause stomach ulcers.
Eat away at the lining.
Yeah, so basically it makes the stomach more acidic than usual, which can lead to you just having like a little bit of acid reflux or indigestion, if you want to call it that. But also, if you're drinking regularly, even if it's just, one beer a day, 2 beers a day, having a more acidic stomach like that in the long term is really, really bad because it's going to mess up your stomach lining. It's going to make it inflamed. It can lead to stomach pain, like you say, ulcers, vomiting, bit of an upset tummy if you want to go number 2. It can even lead to stomach bleeding if you're drinking regularly, even if it's not a huge amount at a time.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's really horrible.
Yeah, and to anyone who says that, like, drinking, it's healthy to have a glass of red wine every night because, resveratrol. The amount of wine that you would need to drink in order to actually have, like, enough resveratrol to, like, have a benefit effect is, like, way more than the healthy amount, and you're screwing yourself with the amount of alcohol that you're taking and stuff, as well as, all the calories and everything as well, but it's not despite what popular science articles might say, like drinking chocolate and or eating chocolate and drinking wine isn't a healthy thing to do. You do it because you enjoy it. You do it because it's an enjoyable thing and it's pleasurable, not because it's healthy.
Another thing to note on a lot of those articles is, a couple of things actually. One, the sample size is normally quite low, and the studies aren't over that long a period of time. So, a little bit inaccurate perhaps. But the thing is, just because they might find a correlation between having a glass of wine 3 times a week and people being healthy, it doesn't necessarily mean there's a causation. Having, say, I saw one that was something like, drinking a glass of wine 3 times a week makes you healthier in this, and this way. I'm like, well, what if it's just because you're taking time out to actually relax and stop working and socialize with your friends? Maybe that's what's helping rather than the wine itself. A person drinking wine at home by themselves might not have those benefits, and a person who doesn't drink at all but is constantly working won't have those benefits. So
one of the biggest things that I've noticed with pop science articles is that they will go to huge liberties to twist what the actual article is about. So if you have a particular scientific study that maybe looks at the effects of taking a resveratrol supplement or something, or taking a large dose of a particular thing that is found in, red wine, or something that is found in chocolate or found somewhere else, they might look at the effects of this on the human body, and they might actually do a decent double-blind study with, a decent sample size, and they might find a positive correlation. But usually what they're, doing is they're taking, the concentrated form of whatever the supplement, and they're finding that it has a positive, effect in a much higher dose than you would get from, just drinking it in wine. But then the study will come along and be like, oh man, that has these great side effects. Well, that ingredient's also found in wine. So scientists have found that drinking red wine will extend your lifespan. And it's like, no, that's not what the study found. But nice.
Who do you blame?
Try.
Who do you blame when people read this bollocks and say that it's true? Do you blame that person, or do you blame the outlet, or do you blame both?
I think it's the journalist's fault. They need better integrity. They need to understand what they're talking about. It sounds horrible, but most kind of popular science journalists don't fully understand the field that they're writing about.
They really don't. And also, they're trying to sell headlines. So, it's
clickbait.
Exactly. It really is the type of clickbait which is bad, it's just taking what it can, fitting it into a narrative that it already holds. It's just...
Well, they know it's something
have
that
some
people...
integrity.
If you're scrolling through Facebook and you see an article that says, like, study finds that chocolate extends lifespan, then you're like, oh my god, chocolate extends lifespan. I love chocolate. This article's the best. And then you share it with all your friends and your family.
The problem is that...
it's like, they like chocolate too.
I bet you know the people. Like, when I used to work with people, they would read an article like this, and they would come up to me almost everything they used to say to me had something to do with me being a vegetarian, which was really weird. But they would come up to me and go, "Science has proved that bacon's good." And I'd be like, "Are you trolling me or are you retarded?" And they would look at it and I go, by good, do you mean it tastes good? Because no argument from me. And it wouldn't be. They would show this sensational argument where it says it's good for you. You can just tell it doesn't say that. And the study doesn't say that. And it's like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
Is this your fault or the journalists?
Well, and usually it's some study that says that, like, you know, scientists didn't truly understand the effects of fat on the human body, and there's good fat and there's bad fat, and like, see, look, there's good fat, bacon is good.
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty much like that. Yeah.
Although I will say that the fat scare in the the mid 1900s was way overblown, and we are finding that it's much more complicated than that.